One of Marvel's most complex villains, Wilson Fisk, the Kingpin of crime, has ruled both the underworld and the pages of Marvel Comics for decades. Whether he's facing off against Daredevil or plotting against Spider-Man, the Kingpin is always at the center of compelling stories. Let's dive into the top 10 issues where the Kingpin truly shines. Number 10, The Amazing Spider-Man, number 50. We've got to start at the beginning. The Amazing Spider-Man, number 50, is Kingpin's debut issue, written by Stan Lee and illustrated by John Romita Sr. This classic comic introduces Fisk as a brilliant and ruthless crime boss. Oh, and it's also the iconic Spider-Man No More issue, where Peter Parker tries to give up being Spidey. Two legends are born in one book. How's that for history? 9 Daredevil 170 to 172. Frank Miller's Daredevil run gave us a Kingpin like never before. These issues mark Fisk's transition from a Spider-Man villain to Daredevil's arch nemesis. In this storyline, Kingpin attempts to leave the crime world behind. But, as you might expect, it's never that simple. These comics are dark, gritty, and dripping with noir vibes. 8. Spider-Man, The Death of Jean DeWolff. This one's underrated. While Kingpin isn't front and center, his manipulative fingerprints are all over this murder mystery. The storyline shows just how far his reach goes, even when he's not throwing punches himself. Plus, it's a must-read for fans of Spidey's street-level adventures. 7. Punisher, War Journal 1-3. What happens when the Kingpin's empire collides with the Punisher's war on crime? Absolute carnage. These early issues of Punisher, War Journal are a masterclass in showing how Fisk can hold his own against someone as relentless as Frank Castle. Spoiler alert, it gets messy. Number 6. Daredevil, Born Again. Arguably one of the greatest Daredevil stories ever. Born Again solidified Kingpin as a top-tier villain. When Fisk learns Matt Murdock is Daredevil, he systematically destroys his life, financially, emotionally, and physically. It's brutal, brilliant, and shows just how far the Kingpin will go to crush his enemies. 5. The Amazing Spider-Man 197. This one's for the action fans. In Amazing Spider-Man number 197, we get one of the most intense physical confrontations between Spider-Man and Kingpin. It's raw, emotional, and showcases just how terrifying Fisk's physical strength is. Fun fact, Kingpin can bench press 650 pounds. He's not just a schemer, he's a tank. 4. Daredevil number 300. This issue is the ultimate turning point. In Daredevil number 300, Fisk's empire crumbles, thanks to Matt Murdock's relentless pursuit of justice. But here's the kicker. Fisk doesn't stay down for long. This issue proves that even when the Kingpin falls, he's always plotting his next move. 3. Ultimate Spider-Man 9-13. The Ultimate Spider-Man series reimagined Kingpin for a modern audience, making him even more ruthless. These issues are packed with sharp dialogue, high stakes, and some of the best Spidey Kingpin battles ever. If you're new to Marvel, this is a perfect entry point. 2. Spider-Man, Back in Black. When Kingpin targets Peter Parker's family, Spidey goes full vigilante mode in Back in Black. There's an unforgettable scene where Peter beats Kingpin senseless in front of his goons, declaring, "The next time you even think about my family, I'll kill you." It's raw, emotional, and shows what happens when you push Spider-Man too far. Number 1. Daredevil, The Kingpin Must Die. This classic story dives into Fisk's human side, exploring his motivations and the consequences of his actions. It's a timeless tale that proves the best villains are the ones you almost want to root for. Almost. So there you have it, our picks for the top 10 Kingpin comics. Did your favorite issue make the list? Or did we leave out a classic Fisk moment? Let me know in the comments. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you don't miss our next dive into comic book history. Until next time, keep your friends close and your enemies, well, you know the rest.